If you keep training through an injury, hoping it will go away on its own, but it has got even worse. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how I messed up my wrist in November 2024, the mistakes I made, and how I could have healed it faster in order to get back to the gym just like I did in April 2025, so that you can start preparing yourself with the necessary knowledge on how to cope with your current pain, injury, or those in the future. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ. I have males gain weight and strength becoming bigger and stronger because my weight did go up from 55 to more than 70 kilograms. Okay. I remember that day, 23rd November 2024. I got this left wrist injury due to a failed rack after the very last struggling rep with 13 kg per side at overhead press. And then boom. So during December, I kept training like nothing had ever happened. I even wrapped the wrist with a thin cloth to mask the pain and did the same workout routine, like weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, no weighted chin-ups, bench press, yeah, etc. That was crazy as fuck. Even during the last week before that month ended, I went all out, okay? Just fuck the injury, because I had the mindset that, okay, I have nothing to lose right now because I'm just I gotta heal it anyway later on, right? So just all out. Like 120 kg on trap bar deadlift, 20 kg on weighted pull-ups and weighted dips with bullshit form. So as a consequence, I just made it worse. Around the beginning of January 2025, I was off for 1 week. While I did say to a younger guy at the gym, him and I, we were talking to each other, and still this day. So I said to him that, oh man, I'm just gonna rest for several weeks until I feel better, but nah, only 1 week, and then boom, I came back and trained with just less intensity and exercises, but I was still in pain. So from late January till March, that is the period when I started to take recovery seriously. So I did icing, hitting, rehab exercises, and eventually some rebuild exercises for wrist strength. I also was training other body parts which are not related to the wrist area, like abs, with exercises on the floor which didn't look that fancy compared to the ones that I did beforehand. Used to do like L-sit hold on the floor, elbow lever, dragon flag for reps, toes to bar, even some upside down deadlift. I did running and some leg exercises with squat, leg curl, and calf raise. I got so frustrated that I even said to myself, oh shit man, I'm just gonna cry if it actually heals. And so you gotta understand it. How frustrated I was, because I thought, oh shit, this is the end. I do not see any fucking progress with this. And I got so embarrassed as well, because I used to train kinda hard at the gym, but then I couldn't do anything. People out there, especially guys, that are still training, and I'm here just doing some not fancy shits and the stuff that I do not even like. But oh yeah, luckily in the end it healed. And so from April till June, I'm not just gonna say now because currently I have just got another injury, but from April to now, not now, June, okay, I got back to training at the gym. I'm gonna say this, even though this got recovered, it isn't fully as well. It is like 80 to 90% recovered. And so I am still unable to do any elbow level hold, chin up, but I'm still really happy that I can work out again, make some gains, and beat the shit out of other guys, especially when it comes to pulling strength. So just basically started to be stronger and bigger than them again. Now, here are the two mistakes I made during that injury phase. First of all is that I pushed through the pain. Imagine this, it is like an wound on our skin, okay? Maybe this on the skin, really visible. And then I'm just gonna constantly rub it like this. So how the fuck can it heal? Right? How? It is the same for the pain or injury inside of our body, internal. And I saw that people on the internet told doing exercises which do not cause any pain for that injured area while executing it is fine. So I did it, like pull up. I had no pain doing pull-ups, but it was still painful as shit after it. Even after doing one calisthenics leg exercise, which is dragon squat progression with hand assisted variation. Okay, doing this, okay, no pain. But after that, late night or the day after, painful again. It hurt. Having said all that, it was all my fault. I was too arrogant and not humble enough to accept the defeat for that period of time. That's it. So the solution here is to train around the pain, not through it, but around. Specifically, train the other body parts which are not related to the injured area. Remember the word area. Okay, so maybe this shit hurts, right? But we cannot train things involving this huge area. And remember, do not take complete rest, because if you do, that part or area will be so stiff due to immobilization. We are humans who are born to move. We are not supposed to just stand still and sit still and lie still. Also, improve our mind by getting the knowledge about that injury, the recovery stuff for that injury, and also optimization for workout, diet, and weight gain process overall after the injury recovery phase, to make the progress ASAP, just like I did. As soon as I got back to the gym in April, I came back stronger than ever. Okay? I got back to where I used to be in only 2 months. Started from zero again. And then I got to weighted pull-ups and weighted dips with 20 kg. Squat with 48 kg per side. Another dragon flag. Got it again. L-sit hold again. Anything else? Yeah, probably that. And also some deadlift as well. Walking lunges. Okay? I also gained 2 more kg for my body weight. So it was really fine. Another mistake is that I didn't do any rehab exercises. This is huge. From December to around mid-January, I did only icing and hitting. And I even noticed icing made it hurt more. And so I stopped and continued only the hitting method. But I still made barely any progress. And so from mid-January to March, I incorporated some rehab exercises like isolation, just hold, using the strength of this wrist to hold against some force, going against it, some stretching and massage. That's it. Later on, I was able to bring in some rebuild exercises to increase the blood flow, like push-up, hold position. Only this. I couldn't do any proper push-ups anymore, even though beforehand I could do one-arm push-up. But yeah, gradually it got good for the sake of recovery. And so the lesson here is that first, do the icing for several days or to a week, I would say. until we do not feel any comfortable anymore, and then just apply the heat plus some rehab exercises. After seeing the progress with it for a while, start incorporating, okay, still remain the above, but incorporating some rebuild exercises to make it ready for the next phase, which you and me, we all look forward to come back to the gym, to the training. That's pretty much it, bro. Had I done the above earlier, I could have recovered and got back to training much faster. But it is okay because as a young man, I gotta be in pain to learn the lessons, and everything will eventually heal. Yeah. I hope this serves you, bro. That's it. Goodbye.